All right, what's up, guys? I'm KeroKeroppi. I have some things to say. So everybody knows that I want to be the best player in the world one day, but I've never really gone on the record and exactly told why. So a lot of you know that I made a Smashboards account. I don't know, like maybe 3-4 years ago, and at that time, I thought I was the best player in the world. So I make my account. I call out Isaiah. I'm like telling everybody that I'm the best, and I more or less make a huge fool of myself. Um, and after that, the players at the time, a lot of them are still players. A lot of them are not. They were very mean to me. Um, they like didn't bully me or something, but I kind of became like the laughing stock of the community at the time. Which is natural. If someone did the same thing today, I think this like the same reaction would have happened. Like I was laughed at. And I don't know, I was young then. I was like 16 or 17. I was really embarrassed, and I hated the community. Like as soon as I entered, because like people were just like laughing at me, and it was just a very embarrassing moment in my life. So I kind of had decided right then and there that the only way I could like feel better about myself is if one day I got so good that I surpassed all these people that were like laughing at me, and that if one day I became the best player in the world. And like since then, a lot of things have changed, obviously, and it kind of dawned on me earlier today. I was eating a bacon, egg, and cheese, and I was like, I'm a top player now, but like that's great and all. I'm getting close to my goal of being the best, but I've kind of become the very person that I hated so much when I first joined the community. I became like the person that made me despise the community and want to leave the community. When Apex 2012 was my first tournament, and I like stopped going on Smashboards. I completely left the community entirely for a year between Apex 2012 and Apex 2013 because I just hated the community so much because of the way they treated me. And then, like I said, it dawned on me earlier today that I've become the very person that I hated. Like I've embodied everything I hated about this community. And maybe it's because deep down I know that the way people treated me, it like inspired me to get better. Like I used my hatred to fuel me, and I got really good at this game. But others might not be driven that way. Like I said, I left the community from Apex 2012 to Apex 2013. But what if someone didn't come back? What if someone left the community entirely because of the way I treated them? So yeah, that's that. And I want to note that it's really important that top players are involved. They're the players that people see. It's important that people like kind of like know them, know their personality. I don't know anything about Melee. I don't play Melee, but I can name 10 players off the top of my head, and they're all top players. Same thing with Brawl or Smash 4. The only players I like when I think of those communities, the players that come to mind are the top players. But in the 64 community, we don't really have um, top players making an effort. Like people stream and people will post videos, but including myself in this, of course, the top players don't really make a serious effort. And like I said, that's important because people listen to top players. Like they might not agree with them, but they listen to them. Like the things I say in the Facebook group, I'm mostly disagreed with. Like nobody agrees with me pretty much, but you guys read the posts. If I'm at a tournament ranting about why 4 stocks is better than 5 stocks, a lot of you don't disagree with me, but you listen from wherever you are in the venue. Like if you hear me talking, you might like try to tune into the conversation. Like even a lot of you are going to watch this video, and that solely comes with me being a top player. Um, since I was a noob in the community, like how many years ago, and like I said, I'd thought like, oh, like top players don't make a difference. Not much has changed. Even today, like there's not a lot of top 64 players kind of bringing back to the community. And like I said, I'm including myself in that. sometimes I'll make posts about like how to improve, or I've made like videos about DI. Um, but I don't really do much. I've talked about making video analysis and doing streams, but because of technical difficulties, um, not really able to do that. Like even now with this, I can merely record it and then upload it. I can stream this. Um, but I've always said uh, that I have like three goals in this community, and it's to protect the integrity, advance the meta, and promote the growth of this game. Those are my goals. Period. Um, and like I said, when I was thinking earlier about how I've become the very thing I hated, I don't want to be the person that people look at and say like, I don't want to join this community. This guy's an asshole. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that this is my way of giving back. Like this Conversations with KeroKeroppi thing. This could be like my way of trying to be a top player and give back to the community, because like I said, we don't really have a lot of top players do that. And I mean, I can obviously, this one I'm just kind of introducing what this is, this podcast or webcam or whatever you want to call it. But in the future, I want to like have discussions regarding Smash, like anything from why this game should be 4 stocks, or how to improve your movement, or like how to go about being Pikachu, my thoughts on the top 8 of a tournament, the best way to stay composed, micro spacing versus macro spacing, anything. You guys can give me topics, and like I want to take them seriously. I want to like write down notes and have like a plan and like have points I want to address. Even now with this thing, I'm looking at a Word document right now. This isn't off the top of my head. I have points written down that I want to address, and I want to keep it to like a minimum too, like only like 10-15 minutes maybe. And because like we have the Dreamland podcast, for example, and I mean I love being a part of that. I'm on it several times, but like a lot of players might not want to sit down for an hour or an hour and a half and watch something. So I want to keep it to like a nice like healthy 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes, so it doesn't take all day. You can kind of just sit there and maybe listen. And this is not me apologizing. I do not take back the things I've said. Um, I'm very honest when I say that apart from like 3 or 4 people in this community, I'm very confident that I know more about this game than almost every single one of you. I've meant every word of the things I've said in this group. A lot of people, you either think Kiro's an asshole or Kiro's just fucking around. I mean, maybe I'm an asshole, but I'm certainly not fucking around. I've been very honest. I truly do think that North America is horrible at this game. I'm including myself in that. We are a very underdeveloped community. We are just really bad, and I guess it's become obvious to me recently that people aren't going to get better. I'm just telling them how bad they are. People like that's not doing anything for them. So maybe this will. Like, I'm not trying to say that like I'm gonna change the game here and like be some sort of hero, but even if one player tunes into this thing and learns something about this game, if one player can take away something from this, then like I will have succeeded. This game is really special to me. It's like a big part of my life. Pretty much all my teenage years into my early adulthood. I'm like 21 now, but I've been playing this game for a long time. Competitively, not so long, but I mean, I've loved this series really for a long time, and like everything has come down to me trying to do what's good for this game. And in the past, I've been successful. I posted a video about DI, which I know people said found useful, but I know when I just sit there and tell people how bad they are, I guess people don't find that useful. And I mean, I understand why. But I'm just learning as I go along here. So I mean, I'm gonna give this a try. Like Conversations with KeroKeroppi. So I guess tell me what you guys think. Tell me what ideas you have. If you think I should do this, if you think I should do something else, if you have anything that can add or can help me think of something, that would be amazing. Like I said, my goal from the start has been to help this community. That's all. And I'm like a top player now, and I've always said, even from when I was a scrub, that top players don't do anything. So I guess this is me trying to do something. I guess let me know what you guys think.